For the sake of time and uploading, we're going to show you how we started. We took the window out, which is pretty basic. Remove the window from the inside. You gut out the inside of the car. Please forgive the line. We're making this car convertible. We thought it'd be a good chance to show you guys how to do the install. We came in with the Sawzall here at this point at an angle through the window, and we've been cutting through here, and we twisted the Sawzall this way and cut alongside the body of the car. We came inside through here, cut up into this point, and stopped. Once you start cutting through here, you'll start vibrating the panels, and you'll see that there's a bunch of caulking or silicone here that holds the panels together. At that point, you get the Sawzall from the outside, and you cut from this point that way. Then you take the blade, shove it inside the line here, and cut this way. Tilt the Sawzall at an angle, and go all the way up until the pillar support that holds up the quarter panel is. And then you begin to cut this point, that point off. You'll see more of that silicone stuff here that holds the body together, and you pretty much have a pocket. Once you have the pocket open, we grab the channel that comes in the kit. We tackled here on top and here on this little thumb that's sticking out, and we go about 1 inch to start off. The reason we're going 1 inch is because there's a lot of caulking here, and we're not going to take this off. But pretty much when you do your install, you can clean off with the wire brush. You can do whatever you want to do to prep it. You can prep your glass. You're welcome to put felt here if you'd like, or any other material to make it slide up and down better. I personally don't do it because I've had experiences where the glue itself has become undone due to humidity or to heat, and the window will push the felt up, and it'll ripple, and it'll cause like a little bump for it to get stuck when I have this, pushed in at a really tight tolerance. Well, which is another thing too. If you want to move this in over, I prefer doing tack welds at the beginning of the project. Once we got it dialed in, I'll take the tack welds off. I'll cover the window with newspaper, and I'll move it forward till I just get it just tight enough where it doesn't move around or wiggle too much. Bringing that over to this point, we weld this point in, which is basically a bar cut in half. We weld here at this thumb, and we weld it about 1 inch away from the door glass. Once you start progressing forward and fitting the glass in place, you can start adding a second tube next to it that's closer to the body of the car to bring the tolerance of the window and the glass and the guides down, so that we have a better, tighter fit. So now we're going to drop the regulator in. I like to push the regulator all the way up, as high as it goes, and then proceed forward with the glass. So here's our glass. We're going to shove it up into place. We're really going to grab our regulator, which is turned all the way up. We're going to drop it in place, and then we're going to put the window inside the clamps. And then pretty much going to tighten it up. We like to go about 5.5 inches from this point to the center of where the bolt is. There's going to be no bolt there, but that's pretty much where I like to put it. 5.5 inches from here to there. So we're going to tighten the glass up in place. Make sure it goes all the way in. Once you have that in place, you can pretty much see how the assembly is going to go from here on forward. At that point, we grab another half piece of tube, and we're going to tack in from here to the other square tube piece. Normally, I'd cover up the glass or take it out or remove it. For the sake of time and for uploading this video, we're just going to tack this in real quick. And voila, the quarter window regulator install is done. This is really rushed just to show you guys how we put it together really quick. It may not function correctly, but pretty much this center of the hole to this body point is about 5.5 inches from there to there. We use the same square tube from this point to hold it in place. And then grab a regulator and give it a shot and try using the regulator and having it go up and down. First try, when the regulator goes up and down, you're always gonna notice that the glass tends to hit the inside door pin down here. And once the door pin gets hit, you then can loosen the window and tilt the regulator to the rear of the car slightly to make the window slide down at an angle to avoid hitting that. As you see here, we pretty much did the install pretty good. It went down without any problems or any hiccups. And it continues going down further, about 4 inches below the body line, in case you guys are wondering. You're welcome to put a stop, take it out, mark it, make sure the glass doesn't go down any further than that, but it's all up to you. And that's pretty much it. Simple, easy peasy install. Like I said, you can always come around, check it out from the outside, see how it goes down. And it holds pretty well. Has a little bit of give, but there's always gonna be the molding that goes in here, the chrome outside trim. So make sure to keep consideration for that, because that's gonna eat up about 1/4 inch of space when you go to put this back on. Depending on how you remove the glass, some people cut this up and butcher it. You might want to bring your guides up more. If you were able to salvage them and make them look as good as can be in original, there's gonna be about 1/4 inch of space that goes in here. So you're gonna be able to stick them up there. But this is pretty much the install in a nutshell. The cutting and gutting takes a lot longer than the actual welding. You're looking at like about a 10-minute install. This is about a 7-minute video. Should be no reason why you spend no more than 30 minutes doing this. But like I said, here it is again. It works great. Let me show you a video of the inside again one more time before we do it again. Check out. It's pretty much one tube tack welded up there, one tube tack welded down there, going all the way down. One here, going halfway down because this tube's cut in half. Another one going forward more to fur out the glass closer to the body line. Another half tube cut from there to anywhere in the body line, roughly about 5.5 inches from the center of that hole to here. The regulator bolted down at an angle, tilted towards the back of the car, and voila. We'll get another video real quick in there. Finish off this video in even 10 minutes.